know if anyone's there. Comment away. I'm about to get started. I'm not gonna be super long tonight. I guess we've got about 3/4 of an hour. Just wait and see if anyone's coming in, just in case. Just in case I'm streaming too late and there's nobody around, I can always do the stream another day. Could be tomorrow. I'll just give it a minute. If anyone's there, just let me know. Hey Mikhail, how are you? Not bad, not bad. Very, very busy, but pretty good. And how was yours? So, we've done almost everything down here. Yes. Are you playing while I'm streaming? That's normally what I do, so it's a good way to manage your time. Yep. Tomorrow's another longish day. Not as bad as during the week, but still I have a lot to do. I even keep things going on in the background when I'm working. So when I'm working, I'll be listening to stuff. So, yeah, this has been a long week. I think every week is a long week, to be fair. Yep, exactly. These days, you have so many things that want your attention. You have your phone, your PC. There's news, there's YouTube, there's Facebook. It's never ending. Video games. Does the game sound okay? It should be. Because I haven't really changed anything. Super. So, not sure if you're familiar with Mario 64, so this level, what we're doing is basically the first one is hunting the ghosts. And then once we get that done, there's a final one which will appear. And this is usually where I'd end up falling off. And that indicates we've done it right. Yeah, it's a nice game. And, oh, it's very simple, you know, there's not much to it. So you've never watched a playthrough for this game? It says, right, Big Boo's merry-go-round. Alright, well at least it's not too long, so I think each live stream I get about 10 of the stars. There's 120 in total, and basically we'll face Bowser one more time and then the game will be over. Technically you can you can finish off with Bowser at just 70 stars. So technically we could finish the game. To get 100%, we'd need to get 120 stars. And it's more the latter levels which take a lot of time. These ones are not so bad. Yeah, the yellow stars are the ones you collect. So any task you complete, you collect a star. And the red coins, basically, they're at every level. And if you collect 8, you'll get a star as well. Wanted books. And then the regular coins, so there's a coin count. And if you get 100 on each stage, you'll get 1 star for each stage. Trying to remember which door. To be honest, I always get stuck on these doors. I think I remember. Around here, I think. Yeah, that's the one. So I think it was... So, it's this one. That's fairly straightforward. Could have gotten it from the other balcony, to be fair, but... yeah. More involving game would be Ocarina of Time. There's more puzzles to it, there's an actual story as well. So here's probably where I'll get the 100 coins. So I'll start out here, make my way inside. This one. If you're familiar with Dragon Ball, I've got Vegeta on. So the first red coin is behind here. And that piano, nightmare fuel if you were a kid and played this game. Right. Yeah, this stage is probably one of the easier ones to get 100 coins. You know, there's an abundance of them everywhere. So those blue ones are worth 5. These guys give you 5 as well. And here it's ideal if I don't fall. There we go. Ooh, messed up. And here we don't need anything. Neither here. Not sure there's one here. Yeah. Now we need to get that one and that one. So we need another couple of coins. Not sure where the last. There. And then we need a couple of coins just to get the 100 coin star, and I think there's a couple just up here. Didn't mean to do that. That's the one. There we go. So they just told us basically that we've got enough coins to get to the last door. Yep, I work Saturday as well. Sometimes I work a little bit on Sunday. Things when you end up having your own business, automatically you end up working more than is normal. So 10-hour days are normal, 12 quite frequent, and sometimes at a push even about 14 to the very worst 16, but not usually. 14's on like a super busy day. 10 and 12 are usual. Yeah, but then you know the body gets used to it. Though to be fair, Saturday and Sunday I don't do as many hours. I'll do maybe 6 to 8, depends. It's not as bad. It's more during the week. But yeah, Saturday is much easier, and Sunday technically I don't really need to work that many hours. Maybe between 4 to 8 hours, depending on how I'm feeling. This is one of those stars where the actual task is very easy, but getting this is usually a little bit tricky, but we're okay. Yeah, we're almost finished here. Toy in the secret room. This one's also very easy. Wrong place. There we go. Let's go back here. I think I made a little bit of a mistake. Just here. Because we need this. And we can enter here. Just need to let it wear out. There we go. And that's it. You know, having played these games when I was young, and then seeing how people today completely break them beyond belief. Like they can finish Mario 64. I'm sure they can do it with 16 stars, but I'm pretty sure there's also some that can do it with less. So basically what they do is what they call a backwards long jump. And the original versions of Mario 64, you could do a backwards long jump. So say for example this door here. I'm not sure if in the version I'm using you can accomplish it, but technically you should be able to do. So I'll try to explain it. This is a long jump. But if you do this, you do it backwards. And there's a way, if you tap in a certain rhythm, you can do a really fast movement backwards. I'm not sure if in the version I'm using at the moment I can do it, but I'll attempt it just for demonstration's sake. You see, he starts going, you know, very... It's not as easy. You basically not glitch it, I don't know if that's the correct word, but it's kind of an exploit. And then you'll basically go through the door. I'll give it one more shot and then I'll start playing normally. No, I can't get it done. Anyway, if you look it up, it's very easy. You'll find it for sure. They use it in speedruns. You'll see them flying all over the place, basically. So we're on the second and last snow level, and this is the second place you can lose your hat. So here is a little frustrating, so we need to wait for the penguin. In my life, at least 10-15 times. And it's gonna move back and up forward. Oh god. Alright, we're good. Yep. And the thing with me and video games, I very rarely try new things. I will once in a while if something really interests me. So for example, if it's Mario, I'll be interested in pretty much everything. And then stuff which are similar, so I'll be interested in things which are Zelda, things which are Sonic, for example, and I'll stick within the stuff I like. And then I'll also read up on content, look at YouTube videos. Also as a way of passing the time. And this one, yeah, this one here. Now this is basically a little bit of a maze, but I think it might be this one. Or like... that's it. And when I was young, I played the game over and over. When I first started playing it, let's say I was 6 or 7, something of the sort. It was absolutely hopeless. But I'd get there here and there. And obviously the more hours you put into something, the easier it becomes. I messed up. Word from the freezing pond, yeah. It's not gonna work, eh? No. Let's see. Yeah, this is a frustrating one, because you need one of those to make it across. And the only one which usually works is the one I just killed. That's one of those invisible walls. This game has a tendency... oh, didn't work. Has a tendency of producing invisible walls for no reason. No. I'm gonna need to restart. And this game, the first time I entered this room, as a kid, it messed with my mind so much. Seeing him behind you and thinking, is he on the other side or not? And then growing up, you see he's the cameraman. You're watching the game from his perspective. And all these paintings, obviously, they don't do anything. You can't enter into any of them. But also the kind of thinking when you're a kid is... you'd think maybe you can enter one of those paintings on the other floors, even though they're the same as the ones that were just on the previous ones. And you'd start, you know, this was at the time when there wasn't really any internet, you know, 90s. And you'd start thinking all kinds of theories, you know, maybe it's a completely different level or something, you know. That was a nice time for gaming, because even though this game, I could beat it in a couple of sittings, really, and there's people who beat it in less than an hour now. At the time, you'd get hours and hours of entertainment from it. So we need to do this again. Oh, God. Don't know if I can do this. don't even know what those are supposed to be. So, oh, I messed it up again. Oh my god. Start again. I think of all the game, that's one of the most frustrating areas, because if you don't get it right, you have to restart. And after this game, a couple of other similar games we had. So at the time Nintendo was basically the Nintendo 64 was not very popular as compared to their previous consoles, the NES and the SNES. And basically it was to do, don't know if you're familiar, 2 years prior the PS1 came out, and that was on discs. And the thing with the PS1, a couple of things. The games were cheaper to produce for the developers. And secondly, supply and demand for cartridges, because the Nintendo 64 was cartridges. There's a couple of issues with that. So you had very limited supply of the cartridges. Their storage, I think in the beginning was 8 megabytes, then towards the end the maximum was like 64, but most of the common ones were 8, 16, some 32 I think. And besides that, they were super expensive to produce. So let's say games at the time would cost, let's say, $50 or £50 or whatever. Just about $10 of that or something nearabouts would be just the cartridge itself, before any other costs, you know, to get it boxed up, you know, the stuff programmed and everything and shipped. Whereas discs, they cost a couple of cents. And they ended up having obviously a bit of a shortage of developers for their system. You know, with the PS1, you were less kind of restricted if you were a developer, so you know, cheap discs up to 700 megabytes of memory, kind of a no-brainer. And I'm pretty sure they outsold Nintendo by like 70 million units or something crazy. Though the thing with games at the time, let's see if I can do this. The limitations kind of forced a lot of creativity out of the developers. So, for example, after Mario 64, there was their second-party developer was Rareware at the time. Nintendo had a stake in it, like 49%, and so they have this game, for example, Banjo-Kazooie, which is also a platformer like this one. And what they do to save on memory, they'd get a sound sample, and there'd be this bear, Banjo, talking, and he'd be like, and so they take that sample, they'd slow it down like a lot, and then they'd use it on another character, just to save on memory. They do this with a lot of things, even textures and all sorts of things. So in a sense, the limitations at the time, it bred a lot of creativity, and you end up with a lot of pretty cool games for the time, considering how limited they were. The one advantage you definitely do have, I'll say two actually, with cartridges as opposed to discs. They're more robust, they don't suffer from disc rot, so don't know if you know, the PS1 and any kind of disc basically, over time they kind of rot, even if they're stored in humid environments, for example. There's a likelihood, you know, just the disc starts rotting basically, because at the end of the day it is plastic. And cartridges, they're just longer lasting. And besides that, load times are pretty much non-existent for cartridges. It's basically how the Switch is right now. The Switch, it's also a cartridge. Obviously, technology has advanced since then. Some 20 years. I forgot about him. There we go. My opinion, peak gaming. Everyone's gonna have a bit of a different take on this one, but for me, it's gonna be a little bit of a bias, but I mean there's a little bit of a bias in everything. Would be this era and the one after it, and maybe the one after it. So we're talking PS1, N64, GameCube, original Xbox, and the PS2, and then up to PS3, Xbox 360, and the PC of the time, and the Wii. I think since then, just downhill, in my opinion. I think we're also seeing a bit of that with modern games, you know, the quality, I don't think it's quite there anymore. Not in all cases, obviously, but might be an element of kind of oversaturation in the market, you know, there's too many games and just, you know, originality might be a bit lacking, but then again, you have to consider the medium's been around now. Depends from when you want to start, but let's say we start with the NES. You know, it's about 40 years, you know. There was some kind of statistic somewhere, like there's a majority of video gamers in general anywhere. A vast majority are playing older games. You know, they're not bothering with newer stuff. And the thing is, there's so many games that have been made up to now, so if you count all the generations from the NES onwards, it would take you more than a lifetime to play all of them, if you think about it. You know, I mean, the PS2 alone has over 1,000 games. Okay, so let's say 100 to 200 of them are sports games. So how many FIFAs are you gonna play, you know? But still, even if you completed a game a week and you've got, let's say, 900 games for just one system, just to give you a bit of an example, you know, that's 900 weeks. That's something like, what's that? yeah, it's about 17 years worth of gaming, and that is if you complete a game a week. So I think we're heading towards a point of oversaturation with gaming, in my opinion. Then you've got games like Minecraft, which, you know, being open world, they're endless. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much we have an endless supply of games, you could say. Yeah. Oof, messing up here. Let's see. Yeah, I think gaming, to be honest, there's such a large variety of games. There's definitely something for everyone, and I think on every system. And besides what I was mentioning, there's also the point that kind of, for example, from the PS4 to the PS5. Yeah. Now I've got the same problem on Switch. I've got a bunch of games. I just buy them and I haven't played them, you know. They're brand new. There's some I haven't even turned them on once. And did you have a PS4 before? As for example, between the PS4 and the PS5, you know, the gap is much less than, for example, PS3 to PS4, and even PS2 to PS3. The gap in terms of graphics and processing is getting lesser and lesser as time goes by. Alright. Don't wanna fall. In your case, makes much more sense having the PS5 because your library is gonna be massive. Yeah, I get you. No, at the time I was the same. Actually, the only reason I got out of Metin was because I started playing other games. At the time there was, you know, I got super into Black Ops. Super into it. Minecraft, mega. Those in particular, you know, they got me completely out of Metin. At the same time I needed a change. The shallows and sky. Okay, this is a bit annoying to remember. Metin I spent way too many hours. Way too many. So actually, yeah. At the time I was crazy about it, and I had the PC version because I quite like playing on mouse and keyboard. The thing is, unless you play like on PC Black Ops, unless you play super regularly and you get really good, you don't have a chance. And the thing is, the servers, I believe they were all private. So if you'd go on a server, say for a particular map, they'd be kind of not really restricted by any kind of protection, so you'd get a lot of hackers, unfortunately. And it's very frustrating because it's just no fun. Oh no. Then for me, Minecraft was something amazing. At the time when I first started playing it, I loved that game so much. In fact, that's one of the games I'd really like to make a playthrough for soon. It's not really a playthrough, more so you can't play through it because it's endless. It's nice to... I don't know if you've ever played Minecraft, but if you haven't, I definitely recommend it. Forgot where the last secret is. It's definitely worth it. And it's even more worth it if you manage to create a server with a couple of friends. That's like peak. That's peak Minecraft for sure. Messed up. So, like Minecraft, what we do, we had a server once and we were like 4 or 5 people. And basically we'd either get into the game together, or else someone would be on for a while. There's no story, but then I think there's some other games which have a bit of a story element to them. But the thing with Minecraft, there's a bit of a social aspect if you get it right. So, for example, you create a server with a couple of friends. You can basically coordinate all together, and you can build whatever you want as a team. And there's something great about it. I mean, it's something it's hard to describe exactly what makes it so great. There's like a combined effort to create something, and as a game it's so expansive. So let's say you've got this big box and you're a couple of people. There's someone on this end building a house or something, or mining something, or creating a mine, or creating something automated, like let's say this guy's got a house here, someone else is building something underground or in a mountain, for example. You can then kind of build sort of a village atmosphere or a city, and then there's automated stuff like carts, and you can have carts kind of to go from one place to the other, and there's all sorts of... the possibilities with that game are practically endless. And to be honest, being in business is kind of like that, which is why I enjoy business. Because we're a collaborative effort, everyone pulls the same rope, towards a common goal. Now here, I need to get the water up because I need some more coins from somewhere. Okay, there's some. There we go. No, it's a great game. It's one of the games I'm definitely looking forward to playing again. So it's been a couple of years since I played it properly. And if you're gonna choose one, definitely the PC one. I had this on Xbox for a while because at the time I was playing just with one other friend. And I didn't want to stay spending money to make a server, to make it more practical. So we played on Xbox, but it's not ideal. It's really a game meant for mouse and keyboard. So this one. And definitely it's something I'm going to be doing on the new channel. So this one, what we need to do is get up top, I think. Didn't work. Probably after I finish this playthrough. I've already opened it up technically. Oh, what a mess. But planning is very, very difficult. And the thing is, since I've already got a couple of subscribers on here, I can do a live stream and I can chat with a couple of you, But the new channel, I obviously need to make a better effort than what I'm doing right now. So live streams in general aren't very engaging, Not very engaging in the sense for new audiences. So I need to properly produce a couple of videos. Now, I believe the last 2 stars in this level are in another section of the level. The thing about this painting is that the water level adjusts depending on how high you enter it. It's the most ideal if you can enter it super high, but we can fix this. So we need to go that way. Yeah, we need a cannon. And I'm trying to remember... Oh, where we activate. I know I'm doing this right. I can get up from here, maybe. Almost. Yep. Valheim, is that like an online game as well? I've never heard of it. I'm not too familiar with modern games. I'm just very vaguely familiar. Alright. Okay, okay. No, I've never heard of it. But if I have some time, okay, I'll take a look. Actually, what I was building, which is... not building, sorry. Playing, which was somewhat familiar. Kind of similar to Minecraft in a sense, was Animal Crossing on the Switch. Okay. No, I've never heard of it. As far as Animal Crossing goes, the thing about it is there's just a couple of chores you can do during the day, kind of, and it gets very repetitive. Very, very repetitive. So in terms of replay value, not much, but the thing is you make an island and you kind of build it to your own liking, but it's a very slow paced game. Whereas with Minecraft you can go as fast as you want, you know. Minecraft is one of the ones I'm definitely looking forward to getting back into. Yeah, same here. Basically, I'm gonna get this done, and I'm due to get to sleep as well because I need to get up early. Ah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, if you have a day off and you have time to spend with your son, definitely. It's so important to take care of your family, you know, in all aspects. So I get you completely. So here actually we managed to get the painting, you know, just right, so we could enter here at the right level. And I'll be able to get the last star. This one's a very easy one. Yeah, and I'll head to bed as well. I've done 3 levels in this one, so you get some levels which are just stupidly slow to get through. Then you get a couple which are ridiculously easy. So this one. Yeah, probably. Tomorrow I don't think I should be super busy. I mean, I've got stuff to do, but yeah, I'll probably be streaming again tomorrow. That's my last star for tonight, in fact. Probably the last few levels, to be honest, are real pains in the ass. So I'll probably need another 2 or 3 streams to get the game done. Because I don't know if I did 3 or 4. I think 3. The 3 in this one were peanuts, so to speak. They're very easy. But the other ones not really. Next game, I haven't really decided yet. There's a couple I'm definitely interested in playing again. So one of the ones I had in mind is Control. I've got it on Xbox. Besides that, Stray, the original Most Wanted, Minecraft, maybe a GTA game or 2. Those I know them pretty much like the back of my hand. I'm talking about San Andreas, Vice City. GTA 3 I've only played through once. It's not really that good a game, if I'm honest. It's a bit, so to speak, unplayable. Yeah. Control is a fantastic game. Really is. Duke Nukem 3D I'll probably play at some point as well. I don't know if you're familiar with it. Sims, I've got a couple of Sims games as well. Yeah, Control is a great game. Really. No, I've got a lot to get through, to be honest. So I'm definitely gonna find stuff to play through for sure. That's not gonna be an issue. So the next area we're going into, technically we've got here, and the gimmick for this one is it's called Tiny Big something or other. So basically you've got one painting here which is large and one which is tiny, and so the gimmick is if you enter the large one everything is huge, if you enter the small one everything is tiny, and you can kind of interchange between them. And besides that we've got this one which is basically just a linear mountain. And then we go up to the final floor. Yeah, still can't do it. Almost there. Yep, 100% is 120, so not too far. It's just that the last couple of levels are not the greatest, in my opinion. So maybe 2 or 3 more streams and we'll get them done. That's not too bad. Like, the thing with this one is it's so long because you need to scale the mountain. And you need to scale the mountain for almost everything, and it takes ages. Ooh, that would have been a miss. And thing with falling in this one, it's very consequential because you end up having to start all over, which is not nice. At the moment we have a bit of an electricity issue in Malta, and the power just went a bit crazy. And what's happened basically, we've got too much demand and not enough supply. So we're having a lot of power cuts everywhere. Thankfully we haven't had any in our locality. But yeah, the country is not doing too well on that aspect. And the thing is, it's really bad for business. And we're going through a heat wave at the moment. There we go. Oh no, I'm doing this incorrectly. There we go. And the gimmick with this one is you need to catch the monkey twice. There you go. Oh, I think it was. I might be incorrect. Oh, I killed the monkey. Maybe not. Yeah, I think I'm doing this incorrectly. I'm remembering it a bit wrong. think it's another monkey I'm thinking of. That's the one. So he'll get the star for us, basically. If he'll hurry up. And that's it. I think just around here. There we go. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, this one's not too bad. It's just a bit of a very platforming oriented task. So what I mean is there's a possibility of falling off very easily. Yeah, and it's quite a common criticism for the game, because each time it kicks you out, whereas some of the platformers afterwards, actually pretty much all of them, they'd let you stay in the same level and you just carry on. I think my honest opinion on it is it wasn't exactly a design flaw, but they were just kind of working with what they had. So there are some levels where in order to get the star the level has to change, and they probably didn't have the kind of know-how how to do it with the limitations they had. And that's basically the reason it boots you out. Some people say it's to extend the game time, but I don't think it's quite accurate. Let me see if I can. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. Usually I'm a bit more hopeless. So this one, Mysterious Mountainside, we have to go up a fair bit again. So let's do that. We're almost there. That's it. And just here, no? Next one. Next one. And this is a very, very annoying slide. It's much worse than the other one. And you'll see why in a second. That one right there. No. And he can't do anything. I think when you enter back in, it starts you at the slide, to be fair. So I guess that's okay. I think. Yeah. least some amount of sympathy. Let's try a slow ride down here. And just, yeah, there we go. And this part's a little bit iffy. There we go. Whoa. Never mind. There we go. The rest are fairly easy, for the most part. I think. No. The last two stars are a little bit annoying. Two of the last three. So we've got the 100 coin. That one's a little bit iffy. So basically we need to try to get the 100 coins. And we want to try and avoid going on the slide for the 100 coins, otherwise we'll lose it. Okay. Now we'll try to get on the slide and then we'll get the 100 coins just after. Okay. There's one up there, but we'll get that later. And hopefully we don't die here. Yeah, this is one of the more frustrating 100 coin levels. There's the possibility of dying and basically losing all your progress is very easy. Just this area here. And maybe we'll be okay. So this takes us back to the beginning. Just jump down from here. Now we just need a couple of coins and we're good to go. we landing? Where are we landing? Okay, we're okay. Maybe someday, but I'm not gonna join an official server, that's for sure. What I might do is a private server, though I spoke to someone 1 or 2 days ago and they said that Gameforge flags it as copyright, so that might be an issue. And the likelihood that I join an official server, it's not very likely. I've got an account technically on Singapore server, but no, I don't think it's really for me anymore. But yeah, if I could find an old school private server, yeah, I could. Something which doesn't drain too much of my time. And this last one, we do need to get the cannon, which is right there. But unlocking it, there we go. No, now I'm forgetting completely where to unlock it. It's clearly not here. There should be a gust here. Nope. Yeah. That's the thing with Metin. And it's something I can't afford to spend too much time on. I can afford to stream for an hour a day, maybe an hour and a half. There will be some days where I just can't. Yeah. The private would be great if I could get into something, you know, one that's quite nice. But yeah, if this copyright thing with Gameforge is an issue, it's not gonna happen. We know how Gameforge is. I think he's down here. There he is. Let's see if I can get out of here. That might work. So I need to get to one more star. I see. This might work. Where do I have to go? I'm too far. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. a shame, really. Fucking game for Jay. Yeah, that's not what I want. It's not working. Yeah, these gusts in the original Mario 64 are just really hit and miss. I'll try this. There you go. Might have a look and see what's going on. Hopefully I won't miss this star. Watch me fly right over it. Not. I hate that star. It's definitely one of the more annoying ones they have. Let's try again. Let's see. Yes, that's it. Ooh, 35 past. I think both of us need to get to bed, Mikael, so I'll end it there. And I'll probably be back tomorrow, so you'll find me online again. I'm actually curious about something. See if I can find it. It's a pleasure, mate. You have a good night as well, and enjoy your day tomorrow with your son. That's it. I was trying to find something, but I can't find it. Good night, bud. I'll see you tomorrow.